There's a smell in your house you've probably gotten used to. It's not rotten, it's not overwhelming, it's just there, lingering in the background like a faint memory you never asked for. But here's the truth no one talks about. That smell may be quietly draining the fortune from your home, even if it's worth $1 million. In energy work, scent is never just scent. It's the first messenger. Long before your body gets sick, before relationships start to feel tense, before money starts slipping through your fingers without reason, your home whispers through the air. And it whispers through smell. Think about it. Have you ever walked into someone else's home and immediately sensed something was off, even when everything looked clean and in place? That's the power of invisible energy. It moves through scent faster than any sound, deeper than any shadow. And when the smell in your home shifts from fresh to stale, from open to heavy, you may not notice it, but your body does. Your mood changes. You feel more tired in your own space. You argue more, you clean less. You forget why you loved your home in the first place. This isn't superstition. It's not about burning sage or following old rituals just for the sake of it. This is about learning how to read the signs your home is already giving you before it gets worse. Because when the air around you turns heavy, so does everything else. And the most dangerous part, expensive homes aren't immune. In fact, the bigger the space, the easier it is for stagnant energy to hide in plain sight. So if you've been feeling off lately, like life's gotten harder for no clear reason, don't overlook the air you live in. Because sometimes the smell you ignore is the one pulling your luck away. Number 1, your nose smells air, but your mind feels energy. You smell your home every single day, but you've stopped noticing it. Not because it isn't there, but because your senses have grown used to it. That's how scent works. It's invisible, subtle, familiar. But the problem with familiarity is that it can hide the truth. Because what your nose dismisses as normal, your nervous system may still be reacting to every single day. We're taught to pay attention to what we see. Is the floor clean? Are the countertops wiped down? Does the decor look good in natural light? But energy doesn't work through visuals alone. Energy travels through air, through silence, through scent. And your home, whether you realize it or not, is constantly speaking to your body in ways your eyes can't see. Have you ever walked into someone else's house and immediately felt uncomfortable, even though nothing seemed wrong? The furniture was clean, the lighting was soft, the host was smiling, but still something felt off. That's the language of energy. It bypasses logic. It moves straight through your skin, your lungs, your chest, and leaves you feeling unsettled without explanation. Now imagine this. What if your home, the place where you sleep, eat, work, rest, is doing the same to you? This is the danger most people never talk about. Because when the energy of your home becomes stagnant, it doesn't always shout. It whispers, through tension in your shoulders, through restlessness at night, through irritation that has no cause, and most often through a shift in the way your home smells. Not a bad smell, not foul, just stale, lifeless. A faint weight in the air you can't quite name, but you feel it every time you exhale. The truth is, your mind is far more sensitive than your nose. While your brain can block out background scents after a few minutes, your nervous system stays alert. If the air in your home carries stress, grief, overwhelm, or just stillness that's gone on for too long, your body starts adapting in small, quiet ways. You clean less, you feel less inspired. You find yourself sitting longer, sighing more, reaching for things that used to bring joy but now feel like effort. Over time, your home no longer feels like a refuge. It becomes something else. A space you pass through but don't fully rest in. A place where you sleep but don't truly restore. And it all starts with energy that went unnoticed because the smell never called for your attention. Now here's the part that matters most. This happens even in the most luxurious homes. Expensive furniture, tall ceilings, polished floors, none of that stops energy from becoming stale. In fact, the more spacious the home, the easier it is for stagnant energy to settle in quiet corners. Energy that no candle can mask, no cleaning product can truly erase. Because once a home stops breathing, so do the people inside it. Think back. Was there a time when your house felt more alive? When you walked in and felt an immediate lift in your mood? Maybe it was after a deep clean, or after guests left and laughter still lingered in the air. or simply after opening all the windows and letting sunlight touch every room. That wasn't coincidence. That was movement, flow, fresh energy restoring balance, and scent, true, pure, clean scent, was a part of it. That's what we forget in our everyday rush. We clean for appearance, but we don't clear for energy. We light candles to cover up odors, not realizing we're also smothering our intuition. We ignore the tension in the air until it shows up in our health, our sleep, our relationships. But now you know better. From today, pay attention to the scent of your home, not with your nose, but with your heart. Does the air feel light or heavy? Do you breathe deeper or shallower when you step inside? Do you feel comfort or quiet strain? Your answers are already there. The home always speaks first. The question is whether you're still listening. Because when the air in your home is clean, you think more clearly, you sleep more deeply, you move more freely. And yes, your luck, your clarity, your fortune, they all find it easier to return, not because you changed your furniture, but because you gave your space permission to breathe again. Let that be the first step. Number 2, the first warnings show up in your mood, not your walls. Sometimes the warning doesn't come from a cracked wall or a flickering light. It comes from inside you. From that tightness in your chest you can't quite explain. From the way you wake up tired even after 8 hours of sleep. From the heaviness in your shoulders that no massage can shake off. Before your home looks off, it starts to feel off. But that shift doesn't begin in the furniture. It begins in your emotions. You might notice you're more irritable lately, more sensitive. The things you used to laugh off now feel like personal attacks. Small inconveniences turn into full-blown frustrations. And instead of brushing it off, you carry the tension with you from room to room, day to day. It follows you like a fog. That's not coincidence. That's energy. Energy stagnation in the home doesn't always announce itself with obvious signs. It seeps into your daily rhythm. It rewires your reactions. It begins softly, like a whisper in your nervous system, until suddenly you're not yourself. You're snapping at people you love. You're forgetting things. You're exhausted but restless. You're withdrawing into silence or speaking too sharply, and you're not sure when it started. Here's the truth. Your emotional state is the first barometer of your home's well-being. Before clutter piles up, before dust gathers in corners, before anything breaks, you feel it. And if you ignore that feeling, it grows. Because energy doesn't wait for permission. It shifts with or without your awareness. The longer you live inside unbalanced energy, the more your body absorbs it, the more your mood reflects it, and the more your life is shaped by it. There's a story that plays out in so many homes. A couple moves into a beautiful new space. The first few weeks feel magical, light, joy, harmony, but slowly something changes. The air feels heavier. Conversations turn sharp. The atmosphere thickens. One person gets moody, the other becomes distant. Arguments start over nothing. Tension becomes normal, and eventually the love in the space starts to feel fragile. That's not about stress or circumstances alone. That's the invisible energy of the home breaking down and no one noticing in time. We tend to think conflict comes from within us, that bad days are just bad days. But the space you live in either supports your emotional resilience or drains it. A home filled with stale, blocked, or negative energy pushes your nervous system into overdrive. You don't know why, but your threshold for peace shrinks. Your ability to pause before reacting fades. You go from managing stress to becoming it. And this isn't just emotional, it's chemical. When you're surrounded by heavy, slow-moving energy, your brain responds with stress hormones. Your breath becomes shallow, your mind races, your heart tires, your body stays on alert, even in your own bedroom. Over time, that stress becomes your baseline. You forget what calm feels like, and when calm is lost, clarity follows. But the saddest part is how often this goes unnoticed. We blame ourselves. We think we're just going through a phase, that we need more discipline, more therapy, more patience. But maybe, just maybe, we need to start with the room, with the walls that hold our energy, with the air we breathe, with the invisible weight we've stopped questioning. Look around your home, or more importantly, look within it. Do you feel safe, not just physically, energetically? Do you feel lighter after sitting in your living room, or more drained? Does your kitchen feel like a place of nourishment or a place of obligation? Do you feel more inspired in your bedroom or more numb? The answers matter because your mood is the map. It tells you everything before the house does. And once you recognize it, you can shift it. You don't need to move. You don't need to renovate. You just need to reawaken the energy that's been trapped. Sometimes it starts with something as simple as opening every window. Sometimes it's cleaning a corner you haven't touched in months. Sometimes it's removing one item that carries too much emotional weight. The point is, mood doesn't lie. Your feelings are a mirror. Your irritability is a flare. Your exhaustion is a knock on the door. And all of them are saying, the energy needs to move. Because you deserve more than just a house that looks beautiful. You deserve a space that supports you, soothes you, and reflects back the version of you that feels most alive. And that version, she's already there. She's just waiting for the air to change. Number 3, the smell of drainage where fortune starts to leak out. There's a scent you've probably written off as normal. Maybe it drifts from your bathroom, maybe from the laundry room. A faint sourness, a dampness, something you associate with water, but not danger. But what if I told you that smell is quietly unraveling the energy of your home? That what you're breathing in is not just air, but a signal of fortune slipping through the cracks. In the language of the home, water is power. It moves, it flows, it nourishes. But when water turns still, when it's trapped in corners, clogged in pipes, or leaking through unnoticed gaps, it stops giving, and it starts taking. Because in energetic terms, drainage doesn't just remove waste. It removes momentum, clarity, and prosperity, especially when it goes ignored. That subtle odor from the drain you've been meaning to clean, that's not just a smell, it's an announcement. One that says something is stuck, something is backing up, and energy, like water, can only support your life when it moves freely. When it stagnates, it turns inward, folds onto itself, and begins to corrode the space from the inside out. You may not see it, but you'll feel it. It starts small, your productivity dips. You forget simple things. You begin second-guessing your decisions. You find yourself constantly reacting to small mishaps with big emotions. And meanwhile, your finances start to reflect the same pattern, more going out, less coming in. Sudden expenses, unexpected bills, money saved but somehow gone, like trying to hold water in a bucket with a tiny leak at the bottom. You don't notice the hole at first, but eventually you're left with nothing but the sound of dripping. Now think about where these smells usually live. The bathroom, the laundry drain, the floor vent. That one corner in the basement where the mop bucket hasn't moved in weeks. These aren't just places of function. They're places where energy sits idle, where flow becomes blockage. And blockage in any form is a form of resistance. A home that resists its own breath cannot welcome abundance. What's even more powerful is how these smells affect your state of mind. You may not consciously react to them, but your body does. Your breath becomes more shallow, your mind more foggy. You become irritable without reason. Relationships become strained, not because of big problems, but because of constant low-grade tension that builds over time. And that tension, it's often born from the air itself, the invisible weight of a home trying to tell you it needs relief. This is where we often go wrong. We light candles, spray perfume, burn air fresheners, and for a moment the room smells better. But only on the surface, because we're not addressing the source, we're masking the symptom. And in doing so, we train ourselves to live in denial. We teach our bodies to tolerate what should never have been tolerated, and that tolerance becomes a new normal. But you deserve more than that. Your home deserves more than that. The scent of drainage is a metaphor and a message. It's the reminder that something in your life may be leaking quietly. That even if you're working hard, organizing well, saving intentionally, there may still be something stealing from your energy field every day. And if that thing lives in your own space, unchallenged and unnamed, then it controls more than just your air. It shapes your mood, your thoughts, your direction. That's why clearing these smells is not just maintenance, it's self-respect. Cleaning the drain is not about appearances, it's about honoring the movement of life, about restoring the flow of something larger than just water. It's about refusing to let decay set the pace for your future. So today, take a moment, walk through your home slowly. Pause at the drains, the vents, the corners. Breathe in, not with judgment, but with curiosity. Ask yourself, does this area feel alive? Does the air move here, or has it been still for too long? Open the windows, clean the space. Pour boiling water down the drains. Use lemon, vinegar, baking soda, whatever feels right. But do it with presence, with intention, not because it's a chore, but because it's a ritual of release. Because when you restore flow to the air, you restore flow to your finances, to your creativity, to your peace. What smells like just a little must might be the energy of resistance wrapped in habit. And when you remove it, don't be surprised if something opens in your life too. Your home is always telling you where your fortune is stuck. You just have to listen where the air is heaviest. Number 4, musty corners where dead energy lingers. You don't need to see mold to know something's wrong. Sometimes it's enough to stand in a room and feel your body tense. A heaviness settles in your chest. The air feels damp, stale, as if it hasn't moved in weeks. You don't know why, but your instincts do. That's the power of musty energy, quiet, forgotten, and deeply disruptive. Most people associate mustiness with something harmless. An old closet, a guest room that no one uses, a basement filled with boxes and long-forgotten holiday decor. But musty doesn't just mean old, it means unmoved, unstirred, unacknowledged. And anything left untouched for too long becomes a magnet for stuck energy. It's not just about smell, it's about stillness. And stillness in a living space is where energy begins to die. Think about the places in your home you avoid. The closet you haven't opened in months. The corner of the garage where things just collect. The drawers filled with things you no longer use but haven't had the heart to throw away. These are not neutral zones. These are energetic holding tanks, where emotions, memories, and tension gather without release. And the musty smell that rises from them is proof that something once alive is no longer moving. The danger isn't just in what these spaces look like, it's in how they feel. Musty energy doesn't always smell offensive. It's subtle, a blend of dust, dampness, and something you can't quite name. But your nervous system knows. You might feel more drained in those rooms. Your breath shortens. Your thoughts scatter. You step in, then step out again without even realizing why. It's not laziness. It's repulsion, your body instinctively pulling back from energy that has gone stagnant. And the longer those spaces remain untouched, the more they affect the rest of the home. Energy doesn't stay put. It expands. It fills the gaps. So a musty closet doesn't just live behind a door, it seeps into the hallway. A neglected room becomes a vacuum that pulls the rest of the home downward. Over time, even rooms you love begin to feel heavier. The house becomes quieter, less joyful, more tired. This matters, because your home isn't just a container for your life, it's a partner in it. It reflects your inner world. And when parts of your home are stuck, it's often a mirror of what you've been avoiding emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. The pile of untouched clothes, maybe a version of you you're not ready to release. The dusty books, maybe an old dream you haven't fully let go of. The box in the corner you haven't opened since the move. Maybe grief you thought you had packed away for good. The mustiness is just the surface. What's underneath is what shapes your energy. Now imagine what would happen if you brought breath back into those spaces. Not by deep cleaning every room in a frenzy, but by gently, intentionally walking toward the places you usually walk past. Open that closet. Let air move through it. Clear one drawer not because you should, but because you're ready to make space for something new. Bring in light, scent, motion. Place a plant nearby. Add a lamp. Change the air and you change the energy. This is more than cleaning. This is healing. Because when you release old energy, you also release the weight you didn't realize you were carrying. You reclaim forgotten space. You reclaim forgotten parts of yourself. And if you've been feeling like life is moving in circles, like motivation is missing or luck has slowed, don't just look outside. Look at the corners of your home. Where energy goes to sleep, opportunities do too. Here's the shift. Instead of ignoring musty spaces, treat them as messages, as invitations. They're not signs of failure. They're signs that something is asking to be seen, to be touched, to be stirred. And when you respond, not with guilt or urgency, but with calm, steady intention, you create movement. And where there is movement, life returns, light returns, clarity returns. So today, find one corner you've forgotten, step into it. Let it breathe again. Let yourself breathe again. Because when you revive the stillest corners of your home, you awaken the stillness inside you and turn it back into momentum. Number 5, body odor when your own energy field starts to collapse. You probably think of body odor as a hygiene issue, a matter of diet, sweat, or skipping a shower. But what if I told you that the way your body smells isn't just a reflection of your habits, it's a reflection of your energy, a quiet signal that something deep within you is starting to break down. Your body is a home. Just like the space you live in, it breathes, holds memory, and reacts to energy. And just like a house, when that energy becomes blocked, the body starts sending messages. One of the first, scent, but not perfume, not lotion. The raw, honest scent that rises from your skin when your system is no longer flowing the way it should. There's a kind of body odor that comes after a workout or on a summer day that's normal. It clears, it passes. But there's another kind that feels heavier. It lingers longer. It doesn't smell like sweat. It smells like something off. Sour, almost metallic. That kind of scent isn't about what you ate. It's about how you're feeling, and more importantly, what you're holding onto. When your energy field is intact, when you're sleeping well, thinking clearly, moving through life with presence, your body has a neutral scent, sometimes even pleasant. It smells like comfort, like home. But when you're overwhelmed, depleted, or emotionally tangled for too long, your energy starts to shift. Your immune system slows. Your nervous system stays in overdrive, and the chemical balance of your body changes, starting with scent. It may begin subtly. You feel a little off, a little more tired. Your skin doesn't feel as light. Your clothes don't feel as fresh, even when they're clean. Then people start stepping back in conversations, not noticeably, but enough that you feel it. You become more self-conscious, less social. And that separation doesn't just isolate you physically, it reinforces the deeper truth. Your energy is withdrawing too. This isn't about shame. This isn't about blaming yourself for being human. This is about awareness, because body odor is a language, and when we stop pretending it's just physical, we realize it's one of the first ways our spirit speaks. You've probably known someone who always seems light, clean, even without fragrance. They carry a kind of clarity. They walk into a room and the space softens. That's not luck. That's alignment. Their energy field is clear, which means their body emits balance, and others feel it, even if they can't name it. On the other hand, someone who's overwhelmed, bitter, angry, or deeply exhausted carries a different frequency. Their body feels loud, even when silent. The air around them feels tight. Their scent, even if not strong, feels uneasy. That's what happens when energy begins to collapse. It starts from the inside, then reaches the surface. And unless we address it from within, no soap, spray, or powder will change what the body is trying to express. Your body doesn't need perfection, it needs permission. Permission to rest, to reset, to release. When you overcommit, when you carry everyone else's emotions, when you swallow your truth, your body takes on the weight. And that weight doesn't just show up in your posture or your sleep. It shows up in your scent. So what can you do? You begin by treating your body not like a problem, but like a partner. You slow down. You hydrate. You clean yourself not just to smell better, but to reconnect. You move gently, intentionally. You sweat not to shrink, but to shed what's stuck. And most of all, you listen. If your body is carrying a scent that doesn't feel like you, ask yourself what emotion you haven't processed, what truth you've delayed, what boundary you've let slide too many times. Then bring in what you know helps you return to yourself. Sunlight, nature, clean water, laughter, movement. Let scent become part of your healing. Use essential oils that uplift, not just mask. Lavender, lemongrass, rosemary, not for others but for your own nervous system. Create scent rituals that remind you who you are beneath the noise. Light a candle before you journal. Diffuse oils while you breathe deeply. Hang eucalyptus in the shower. These aren't luxuries, they are medicine. Because when your energy field begins to collapse, it doesn't start with a breakdown. It starts with a whisper, a tension, a scent. And if you can honor that signal early, if you can move toward it instead of away from it, then healing begins long before damage settles in. Your body is not betraying you. It's trying to bring you back. Number 6. Garbage smells and old food blockages at the door to good luck. There's a smell that doesn't scream, it creeps. It hangs in the background like yesterday's news, a bit of trash left too long. Leftovers that never made it to the fridge or sat too long inside it. That faint mix of grease, onion, sour sweetness, and something off. It clings to the air, lingers in the drapes, settles in the corners. And while we tell ourselves it's just part of home life, it's doing something deeper, blocking the flow of good luck right at the front door. Every home has a scent story, and at the center of that story is the kitchen and the trash can. These are the two places where the most energy enters and exits. Food is life, nourishment, love, family. Trash is the end of that cycle. It's where energy goes to rest. But what happens when we hold onto the end too long? What happens when we forget to take it out, or worse, stop noticing it's even there? We don't think of smells like these as dangerous, annoying maybe, embarrassing if guests arrive unannounced. But from an energetic perspective, the problem is much bigger. Because garbage odors and lingering food smells don't just cloud the air. They dull your space's vibration. They act like invisible walls between you and what you're meant to receive. Like energy repellents, they quietly say, "This house isn't ready for more." And the worst part, you may not even smell it anymore. That's what happens with familiarity. The brain filters it out, but energy doesn't. Energy responds whether you're aware of it or not. So while you're lighting candles, organizing drawers, and doing everything right, something as simple as that trash can near your entryway, or that lingering fish smell from last night's dinner, is quietly blocking flow, repelling abundance. Especially near the front door. Your entryway is more than a threshold. It's the mouth of the home, the place where opportunities enter. When the air at that door is stale, heavy, or sour, it creates resistance. Imagine someone important arriving, standing at your door and catching the faint smell of decay. They pause, they hesitate. That's exactly what energy does. It turns around. This is why some homes feel stuck, even when they're beautiful. Why some families always seem to be catching up, no matter how hard they try. Because what's lingering in the air is more than odor. It's old energy. Energy that has nowhere to go, because it hasn't been cleared. And it's not just about the nose, it's about the nervous system. Garbage smells and stale food air subtly affect how we feel in our own space. They create a low-level tension. A fog, you might clean the rest of the house but still feel off, still feel overwhelmed, still feel like things aren't moving. That's not just life. That's energetic traffic backed up at the exits and the entrances. The truth is, garbage is a cycle we control. It's one of the only daily energy exchanges where we decide what stays and what goes. And when we neglect it, we're saying unconsciously, "I'll hold on to the old a little longer." But luck doesn't wait. It looks for openness, it looks for movement, and it won't enter where the air is stale with what should have been released days ago. So here's the shift. Don't just take out the trash because it's full, take it out because energy needs to move. Open your windows when you cook. Let the steam, the spice, the story of each meal exit with grace. Wipe surfaces not just for hygiene, but to wipe away what's no longer needed. Refresh your front door area like you would freshen yourself before meeting someone important. Because you're meeting your own future, your next opportunity, your next level of peace. And if that sounds too spiritual, too soft, remember this: nothing feels better than walking into a home that smells clean, light, clear. It's immediate, you feel more awake, more calm, more present. That's not just emotional, that's energetic. So today, check your trash, not just what's inside, but where it's placed. How long it stays. Check your fridge, your sink, the corners of your kitchen. Ask yourself, what am I still holding onto even in the air? Because what you clear from your space tells life that you're ready. Ready to receive, ready to grow, ready to welcome something new. Don't let what's rotting quietly near the door keep luck from ever crossing the threshold. Number 7. The scent of death when darkness takes over a home. It doesn't always smell like death. Sometimes it smells like nothing, just a hollow stillness in the air, a silence that goes too deep, a kind of emptiness that makes your skin crawl without explanation. Other times, it's more literal, a scent that's dry, cold, metallic, or strangely sweet. Not quite bad, not quite right, but unmistakable. The kind of smell that tells you something has been gone for a while and something else has taken its place. The scent of death in a home doesn't always come from physical loss. It's not always about someone passing. It's about the kind of energy that moves in when life has moved out. When laughter hasn't echoed through the rooms in months. When curtains stay closed all day. When furniture sits in perfect silence, untouched. When doors aren't opened, music isn't played, conversations have turned into sighs, and the air feels like it's holding its breath. Death, in energetic terms, is not about endings. It's about stillness so deep it becomes weight, a kind of emotional gravity that pulls everything down. And when that energy lingers long enough, it leaves a trace in the air. A scent, subtle but heavy, dry but dense. You walk into the room and it greets you not with a smell but a sensation. Your chest tightens. Your shoulders rise, you speak softer. Or not at all, you don't want to stay long, but you can't explain why. This kind of darkness doesn't appear overnight, it builds slowly. It follows heartbreak, grief, depression, years of tension unspoken. It settles in when people stop dreaming. When the television becomes the only voice in the house. When meals are eaten standing up and silence fills the gaps where connection used to live. And homes, especially beautiful ones, are experts at hiding it. You walk in, and everything looks perfect. But something feels wrong. That's not design, that's the scent of energetic death. And when this kind of energy takes over, it doesn't just linger, it starts to feed. It feeds on stillness, on resentment, on fear. It turns small frustrations into patterns, turns minor health issues into chronic fatigue, turns financial slowdowns into full stagnation. The home becomes cold even when it's warm. Clutter grows quietly. Plants die without reason. Windows stay closed longer. Time moves strangely. And no one seems to notice until someone from the outside steps in and says, "Has it always felt like this in here?" That's the moment of clarity, when someone else names what you've been sensing but couldn't face. Because how do you talk about a home that feels like it's grieving you while you're still alive? How do you describe the weight of walking into your own living room and feeling like a guest in a place you used to love? You start by naming it. This is not about fear, it's about awakening. The scent of death, when named, loses power. When you recognize the darkness, you begin to call in light. That's the truth no one tells you. Homes can grieve. Homes can shut down, but they can also come back to life, not through renovations, not through expensive changes, but through movement, sound, intention, care. If your home has felt lifeless lately, ask yourself, when was the last time I danced in this room, laughed out loud here, lit a candle and just sat in silence, grateful, not just exhausted? When did I last rearrange something? Not because I had to, but because I wanted to feel something shift. Because life returns the moment you invite it. And yes, it can start with a single scent. Burning orange peel on the stove, sprinkling rosemary by the door, playing music while you sweep, opening every window no matter how cold, letting light and air reclaim what was fading. Don't wait for a dramatic sign. Don't wait for someone to fix it. You are the spark, your breath, your voice, your touch. When you move through your home with presence, you shift the energy. You disrupt the darkness. You rewrite the air. And one day you'll notice it. That coldness you used to feel when you walked past a certain room, it's gone. That scent that made you pause, it's been replaced. Not by perfume, not by spray, but by life itself. Because the scent of death is not a final sentence. It's an invitation to return, to reclaim, to rise. Number 8, fake freshness, the deception of artificial scents. It smells clean, but something feels off. You walk into a room and are hit with a wave of fresh linen or spring breeze, but the air is still heavy. Your body tenses even though everything smells nice. That's the quiet deception of artificial scents. They imitate freshness, but they don't create it. And your body knows the difference even if your nose doesn't. We've been sold the idea that good homes smell like dryer sheets, citrus sprays, and wall plug-ins. That covering up a scent is the same as clearing it. But there's a cost to that illusion. Because what you're really doing when you mask energy is you bury it deeper. You're not removing heaviness. You're just teaching your senses to ignore it. Artificial scents don't change the energy of a room, they trap it. They layer over it like perfume on a wound. And over time, the air becomes confused. It smells fresh but feels anxious. It smells clean but feels tired. That's not a scent issue. That's an energetic mismatch. Your body breathes in fragrance but doesn't find relief. That's why even with air fresheners running, you still can't focus, still don't sleep well, still feel tense. This isn't about guilt. Most of us were raised in homes where clean meant bleach, candles, or a Glade plug-in. We were taught to hide smells, not to understand them, but every scent carries information. And when that information is false, your space loses its ability to tell the truth. Real freshness doesn't have a brand name, it has motion. Real freshness comes from windows opening, from sage smoke rising, from lemon slices in boiling water, from sunlight hitting wooden floors. It's not loud. It doesn't try too hard. It simply allows the home to breathe again. Artificial scents do the opposite. They numb the space. They create a kind of chemical silence, one that feels clean only because your brain is being tricked, but your spirit isn't fooled. That's why something still feels off. No matter how many scent boosters you use, the energy hasn't been cleared, it's just been silenced. And over time, your body starts to forget what clean air actually feels like. You become dependent on products to feel normal. You light candles to relax, but only feel more restless. You spray before guests arrive, but feel disconnected once they leave. That's the cost of fake freshness. It creates a barrier between you and your intuition. Because scent is not just smell. It's memory, mood, signal, healing. It's how the body understands space before the mind has time to think. And when scent becomes artificial, your relationship to space becomes artificial too. You start doubting your own instincts. You stop noticing the shift in air after a fight. You miss the signs of emotional weight building in a room. You forget what real freshness feels like, because something else has been imitating it for too long. But the good news is this: your senses remember. Beneath all the conditioning, your body still knows what lightness feels like. It remembers the smell of real wood, the scent of laundry dried in the sun, the sharp clarity of peppermint in a bowl of hot water. You don't have to go backward, you just have to come back. Coming back means pausing before you plug something in. Asking, what am I trying to hide? What am I trying to escape? What would happen if I let the air be honest again? It means choosing real over manufactured. Letting your space have bad days. Letting it air out without perfume. Trusting that healing doesn't always smell like lavender. It might smell like vinegar, smoke, salt, or simply nothing. Real freshness has texture, a hum, a rhythm. It changes with time, with light, with season. And when you allow your home to move through that cycle naturally, you stop chasing clean. You start feeling clear. So today, unplug the diffuser, blow out the candle, open the windows even if it's cold. Let the air speak. Let it move. Let it tell the truth. Because fake freshness might impress the guests, but real energy supports your life, and you deserve to breathe in a space that doesn't lie to you. Number 9, real scents, real cleansing. There's a scent you've forgotten, but your body hasn't. It's the smell of open windows after rain, of freshly cut citrus on warm hands, of sun-dried sheets, air that hasn't been filtered, and wood that's been touched by time. Real scents don't fight for your attention. They arrive gently. They belong. They whisper, "You're home." Real cleansing isn't about scrubbing harder. It's not about harsher products or stronger sprays. It's about remembering what makes your space feel alive. It's the moment you open all the windows, not to get rid of something, but to invite something back in. Light, air, movement, breath. When a space is truly clean, you don't just smell it, you feel it. Your shoulders drop, your chest expands, your mind stops racing. Real scent supports your nervous system. It signals safety, clarity, renewal, not through chemicals, but through presence. You don't need to buy anything new to begin. Boil orange peels and cinnamon sticks. Place eucalyptus under running water. Sprinkle salt in a corner that's held too many heavy days. Let smoke rise. Let steam soften. Let silence settle. This isn't a routine, it's a ritual. Because when you cleanse your space with intention, you're not just clearing dust, you're clearing doubt. You're not masking the air, you're rewriting the story it carries. And with every drop of lemon, every breath of cedar, every flicker of real flame, you're saying to your home, I see you, I'm listening, let's begin again. And maybe the most powerful scent of all is the one that isn't added. It's the one that returns when you've let everything unnecessary go. The smell of real life, real healing, real presence, and that scent, it never needs a label. Final, you've made it to the end, and maybe somewhere along the way you started to feel something shift. This wasn't just about smells, it never was. It was about all the things we don't say but live inside of. The air we breathe without question. The corners we avoid but never clean. The weight we carry and the way our homes carry it too. Smell is only the beginning, it's the body's first alarm. Before your mind can explain it, your breath already knows. Your shoulders already tense. Your gut already pulls away. And when we ignore that, when we silence it with artificial scents, cluttered air, and routines without soul, we begin to forget what real peace smells like, what clarity feels like. But the beautiful truth is this: we can return at any moment, not through perfection, not by chasing trends, but by choosing honesty, by opening windows not just for airflow, but to say, I'm ready again. By clearing a drawer, not for more space, but for less noise. By listening to the silence in a room and letting it speak. Every smell you explored in this video was never really about the trash, the drain, or the basement. It was about you. Your nervous system, your intuition, your story. Your longing for a space that doesn't just look good, but feels safe, alive, honest. If you felt stuck, tired, unseen, please know your home has been waiting to support you. It just needed to be heard. And tonight, maybe for the first time in a while, you'll lie in bed, take a slow breath, and notice the air feels lighter. Not because you cleaned, but because you cleared. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing yourself to feel this deeply. For noticing what others rush past. For choosing presence over performance. May your home soften again, may your breath deepen, and may your days carry the kind of quiet energy that needs no scent to prove it's real. You've already started the healing. Keep going.